Okay, here we go. I'm doing a little continued video, but I want to show you guys how to quickly saute some cabbage. This is a healthy, easy staple in my life. I love cabbage. It's so good for you. It's a brassica. It's also really great for the stomach, and cabbage juice, fun fact, has been linked to alleviating stomach ulcers. What? Okay, so I'm gonna do, I am my own camera woman today. So this is a very authentic, quick little cooking tip. So stick with me. I'm also on crutches with a sprained ankle, but you can't let life hold you back. Am I right? Okay, so let's adjust the camera so you can come with me. So stick with me. Put a pan onto the stove right now and turn it onto a medium heat. Okay, all right, so let's do some of that. Let's see if I can, there we go, look at that. Okay, I hope that works for you guys. Okay, so first of all, you always want to start with a really sharp knife. Mine could use a little bit of sharpening, but for this purpose, well, let's not skip. Let's always sharpen our knife. Okay, so I'm using a honing blade. You want to choose a 45-degree angle. You want to sharpen watching your fingers down here so they're not above where they could get cut, so they're being protected. And then there's a difference in the angle, so let's see if I can get, there we go. So you want it to be at a 45-degree angle. If it's up too high, it's going to fold the steel over itself and actually create a dull edge instead of a sharp edge. I know there's a lot of fear around having a sharp knife, but you are actually putting yourself in a more dangerous situation when your knife is dull. When the knife's dull, you have to apply more pressure. The knife might skip on the vegetable and you might cut yourself. So still could be sharper. So you should be able to run your finger just gently along the edge. As you can see, like, I'm not hurt and I'm not really applying any pressure. You want this experience of having the hair stand up on the back of your neck because it's sharp and your body's like, whoa, that's dangerous. So just to be clear, I'm not asking you to cut your fingers. I'm asking you to tune in, to be mindful, and pay attention to how something feels. So as a nutrition coach, I primarily work in the mindset, and I use the kitchen as experiential learning. So the way we are in the kitchen is how we are in our life. So if this frightens you, it's okay. It is kind of scary to be very aware. We do a lot of numbing out in our lifestyle here in the Western culture. Okay, so that's pretty sharp. Again, what I'm trying to teach you is just the basics. So this is my half of a head of a cabbage. I have my frying pan warming right now. So this is you can do this a few different ways. You can, see if it's, you can just drag this through, which is great. It is nice and sharp. That'll create a really thin sliced piece of cabbage. As you guys can tell, these are pretty thin. And then from there, I'm gonna do a quick chop. This is my breakfast most mornings. I love sauteed cabbage. So just gonna slice through that. From here, I will have you guys traverse the kitchen with me. Okay, see if I can get you over the pan. Yes. Got some light. Excellent. How are you guys doing? Are you having fun yet? Are you getting dizzy? Are you inspired to create some quick cabbage? So this is a little hotter than I would like. I'm just gonna let it cool over here for a minute. So as you can see, my pan is smoking. Was fidgeting around with the video, so it's got a little hotter than I'd like, but you can tell by the consistency of the oil that it's hot and it's ready. So this is where you want to be careful. You have your cabbage, you want to quickly throw it in. How's it going? Are you having fun yet? So here's what else I want to show you. Last night I made some quick sesame bok choy and snapper, a poached ginger snapper with some sesame bok choy, and this is what was left over. So these are some shiitake mushrooms that are braised in ginger and garlic and sesame oil, and then on top is some leftover caramelized onions. So one of the reasons I love this recipe is because it's so quick. As you can see, there's already a little bit of color on my cabbage. So here's the benefit. When you have a sharp knife, you have cut the pieces even smaller. As you guys can tell, these are pretty small cuts, so they cook quickly. And you can already see a little bit of the color change. Like look at this guy. It's like a little bit more translucent. So you always want to be listening. Yeah? Look at my extra super hearing. You always want to be listening and hearing the volume of the sizzle. That will tell you how hot it is. So this is about halfway cooked. I'm gonna add my little extras, and my tip for you guys is to always be cooking, just to always be cooking. It's easy to make something delicious when, you know, my lunch that I'm making, which my timer just went off. Let's check on it. How perfect. So what I've made is some healthy parsley pesto chicken, and this is my side that I'm quickly making to go with it. So I'm going to pull that out and show you guys. If you caught my earlier video, I just did one on Instagram, and follow me if you're not already. I do love both, but I did just do a story video where I'm showing you how I've prepped my chicken. So I've included this everything spice mix. So just like an everything bagel, onion powder, garlic powder, excuse me, not powder, flakes. Here, I want to show you guys. You can actually see the flakes in it. So garlic flakes, onion flakes, poppy seeds, and sesame seeds. That's what's in there. This is a quick parsley pesto, and you can see my little claw marks in there. Kind of funny. You can see I just like stuck my paw in there and scooped it out. So that's exactly what I've done. I have 8 boneless, skinless chicken thighs, which I've drizzled some olive oil, taken a scoop of the parsley pesto, rubbed it on, and sprinkled the everything spice mix on as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. The cabbage is nice and soft. I don't want to cook it until it's like overly wilted. Okay, grab my oven mitt. Check how delicious this pesto is. So I'm gonna bring it close to the camera. I wish you guys could smell it. Oh yeah, yummy. So this is my parsley pesto, everything spice mix chicken, and it has this nice toasty crust on the top. The pesto oil has like kept the chicken really moist. I'm gonna just check the doneness. Ooh, I have a new tool. I'm so excited. So this is actually the first time I'm using my digital thermometer. How appropriate. Let's see if I can bring you guys into the action. Oops. There we go. Get to see the insides of my recycling. How exciting! Okay. Oh, excellent. So this is 200 degrees inside. Perfect. So chicken needs to be cooked at 160 to be safe. Let's see if I can bring you guys up. Yay. There you are. Okay. So I'm going to bring you guys with me while I plate this. Are you ready? Are you excited? I hope you guys see how easy this can be. And you know, my goal as an authentic nutrition coach is to make it easy for you guys. There's a lot of myths out there about how long it takes to cook and how hard it is, and like, there we go. One of my favorite ones is actually that if it's delicious, it took a lot of time to make. It is not true. Let me help you make it easy. Okay guys, I'm gonna turn the camera down again, and I'm gonna plate this for you. And unfortunately, we're not at the point in our technology that I can feed you. So I'm just gonna have to tell you how good it is. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, you know, I'm not a food photographer. I'm like I have a very practical approach to nutrition, which is like, choose something that's nutrient dense. You know, the choices I make are based off of like, how healthy is it for me? And of course, flavor. I'm a full flavor woman, and you know, I want to enjoy food because we eat for nutrition and for flavor. So there we go, guys. That's my lunch. I'm super excited about it. It's gonna be so good. I might have to rudely eat on camera. Let you know how it goes. Okay. So good. I mean, I never get tired of it. Oh, the shiitake mushrooms are like next level. So one quick tip I want to leave you guys with is it's the layers that make a dish feel complex. So nothing I've shown you that I'm making took that long. This chicken took 25 minutes. I like scooped out my parsley pesto and I like rubbed it. Like, it took me 1 minute from sticking my chicken on my parchment paper baking sheet to like rubbing it, putting it in the oven. It took 25 minutes to bake. In that time, I chopped a cabbage and I sauteed it. So there are some few small components that make this easier, which is that I've already prepped the parsley pesto last night. And last night I already cooked a batch of shiitake mushrooms with some sesame oil and some chopped up ginger. That took me 10 minutes. Like, those mushrooms took about 5 minutes in the pan with the ginger and the garlic. So if you can spend 5 minutes here or there, it takes your whole cooking time for one meal down to 20 minutes. So that is my pro tip on how to create a healthy, easy, quick meal. And I'm so excited to be offering these little fairy fix-it. Do let me know if you like them. I have decided I'm going to be moving on over to Patreon, where I can be creating more and being supported by my community. So I'm going to start moving my videos over there and having quick videos like this where you guys can cook alongside me, and having this as a weekly part of your day that's very affordable. So comment below if you would love to talk with me and start a conversation on what it could look like to work privately with me. But this is just like a small tip of the iceberg of some of the things you could learn. And as I said earlier, the way we cook is how we live our life. So it's much more than just cooking. I do talk a lot about like philosophy and mindset and our language that we're using. So if any of this is interesting to you or resonates to you, please share. Like, I'm really on a mission to help as many women as I can elevate their life and create congruency and live in a life of integrity. A lot of the women I'm helping right now are new entrepreneurs, which I just like love. They're so fun. They're women who have this beautiful attitude, which, you know, I encourage everyone to have if they're not an entrepreneur, which is like, how can I? How can I? And that's, you know, part of the joy of working with a coach, is that you get to have someone help you with your shifting your perspective and seeing things in a new way that is playful, which is part of why I'm bringing fairy energy back into my business, because it's part of who I am, and I am unapologetically sharing that with the world. So stay tuned, share this video. I am going to be coming out with some specials for Black Friday, so I'm excited to connect, and I will talk to you guys soon. Mwah! Bye!